All right, welcome into Prize Pick 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick and at 5 Reasons Sports. Make sure you use the code 5. If you see a code there already, delete it. Use ours. Ours is better. Get $50 in free lineups. They will be on the Explore page, or you can just use the link here in the description. That'll get you right to it. Again, the official fantasy partner of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. Go more or less on all your favorite players or your not-so-favorite players from all the teams across the sports spectrum. Some of those not-so-favorite players are on the Dolphins. We're going to get to that today. Again, use the code 5, F-I-V-E. You get $50 in free lineups, as like I said. All right, so let's get to it. The Dolphins are playing the Falcons today. I like to say it's to save their season, but that is lost. Eric, give me a play on the Dolphins.
So on the Dolphins, I'm going to take what I consider to be kind of a gimme this week, and it's going to be Tua to go over a half a passing touchdown. They're in a dome. You don't have to worry about 40-mile-an-hour winds and driving rains this week. I think Tua gets at least one passing touchdown, maybe in garbage time, trailing by a couple of scores, but I think they're going to be throwing a lot.
I think they're going to be throwing a lot too, because we know that he likes to throw a lot. Well, not him, but the coach. Aiden, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I like Bradley Chubb more than 2.5 tackles and assists. I think this is a game where, Atlanta will be dominating the time of possession, mixed in with the possibility of Chubb getting traded at the deadline. So maybe he'll probably be wanting to play his best so he could get out of Miami, which I don't blame him. But I like this. I like this number for Chubb.
Okay, 2.5 tackles and assists for Chubb. You can see he went on 5 on the last one. All right, what do we see on the Falcons side? I always identify the tight end, but what do we see there?
So on the Falcons side, I mean, I can't help but take the cheese here. I'm going to take Bijan Robinson to go more than 137.5 rushing and receiving yards. 65 receiving yards a game this year, more than double his previous career high. And this Dolphins rushing defense just isn't good. So, and Atlanta's going to have the ball. They're going to hold it. Kirk Cousins today, so I expect the healthy amount of Bijan Robinson.
Okay, so healthy amount of Bijan Robinson, healthy amount of yards per carry here, as always. Aiden, what you got?
Yeah, I love Kyle Pitts. Almost too much, but I'm still going to trust the former Gator.
Yes.
Today's National Tight End Day around the league, so I expect a lot of tight ends to produce a lot of numbers, maybe some touchdowns. And last year on National Tight Ends Day, Pitts had Cousins at quarterback. Again, he's going to have him today. And he actually scored 2 touchdowns last year. He had like 5 catches, over 90 yards. And especially against this Miami defense, Miami has been struggling against tight ends. And I just like this number for Pitts.
All right, so Pitts, you can see, very inconsistent. That's been one of the issues throughout his career, although a little bit better this year. Again, with the Falcons, should be able to pretty much do whatever they want against this Dolphin defense, I would anticipate. And we know that the tight end is a place that they often go. I was looking at a couple here as well. I would actually play, and I know this sounds I would play HN under the 97.5 rushing receiving yards today. Less. I would play him on that. And also I would play Waddle. I was looking at Waddle maybe over the 5 receptions. I feel like that's going to be a focus. And again, throwing the ball a lot. Let's get to some plays on some other teams here. Eric, what do you see?
Yeah, I went with Spencer Rattler more on his passing yards last week. I'm going with it again this week against Tampa Bay. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game in the Dome in New Orleans. Spencer Rattler, I like him to go over the 215.5 passing yards.
All right, you can see that over in the last 3. Aiden, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I love Jake Ferguson more than his fantasy score. 11.5. He's playing the Broncos this week. I think this game has the recipe to be a shootout, and Dak loves to throw to Ferguson. He's been one of I think the top tight end in the league this year. And again, the tight end day, so that kind of factors into it a little more. So I like this spot for Ferguson.
All right, so Ferguson over the 11.5. You can see over consistently here over the past 5 weeks. All right, use the code 5, F-I-V-E, put down your 5, get your 50. Thanks to Aiden, thanks to Eric. Make sure you check out their plays when you go on 5 Reasons Sports Twitter. I retweet all of those prior to the game. Right, the Heat play at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm going to do a separate show prior to that. So check that out. Heat Knicks, 6 o'clock tonight. Use the code 5, get your 50 in free lineups. Have a good one, everybody.